Hi, everybody. We're back. We've got Bobby's here, uh,
Hello.
Bird's here.
No.
And about that, I will let. We've got a decent amount on the table today, but I'm going to let Bobby just kind of give you a bit of the rundown on what's going on behind the scenes.
What do you mean by that? Oh yeah. So we're changing up the dynamic a bit. Uh, Nick and I are no longer doing this alone. As you heard, Bird is here, and that is permanent.
Yes.
Bird is now a part of
Uh,
the Basics team. So
I
welcome.
It'll
am.
just not only do we value his opinion very much, but it also just kind of lets us have a little more freedom. So we have more people to work on stuff that almost like make the podcast better quality, as well as if someone's away, like we don't have to worry about not like just skipping a week or something. We can just you know go ahead with two people
Go
instead, or
for
pull
it.
in a guest or something.
Yeah, and it's also another person to yell at and disagree with and tell them they're wrong all of the time.
And it's
You
also
guys can
another perspective
yell at
outside
me
of
when
the AL East.
Ooh, that too.
Yes,
Yeah.
we got the National League point of side things, and I can go on about how the Cubs are a dark horse next year.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
That's
We're
about
like a
as
Okay.
man
likely
and
as
a
me
half
being
in. I'm
happy.
already tired of life. Okay.
Anyway,
Super
All right.
happy.
so Nick, you wanna run down what we're doing, or do you want me to go? You want me to?
All right.
All right, go
So
ahead.
for this week, it may be a little bit shorter. We're looking at season. We're looking at a tweet that I saw that I think is sort of interesting. Gotta have Bird talk about who he thinks going to get traded. Next week, we're looking a little bit bigger. Some plans that'll be announced in days, but exciting things, and just see a bit of a increase. I'm going into these as well. Like, just generally having better ideas and better execution of ideas. Anyways, to that little tangent, we'll let Tiger talk some playoffs.
Yeah, the postseason happened a while ago. Not it's been a bit. Yeah, we fell off the face of the earth. Yeah. Anyway, so postseason. I'm gonna struggle with this. Uh, but let's first
We
off
will
get
help
off.
you.
Congratulate
I've,
the Atlanta Braves for finally winning a World Series and not choking like
Yay.
always. That
already
was nice.
deserved it.
They did, yeah. Uh, but let's
No,
start
they
off
didn't.
on the American League side, the losing side, the poopy, stinky side. So starting with the
Yeah,
wild
because
card,
one team didn't make it, and they would have won it if they did.
cry,
I
loser,
agree.
L plus ratio. Um,
Oh no.
yeah, I did that. Anyway,
Again, you're the
so
reason I
How
drink.
the
starting with the
wow,
wild
Garrett
card,
Cole was trash.
where the Blue Jays didn't make it, nerd.
You
Wait,
didn't
hold
get
on.
much further. You played one more game.
Anyway, so the Yankees Red Sox, the two better AL East teams than the Canada. Um, Yankees ended up losing. The
Canadian.
Yeah,
Braves
at least
won,
they didn't throw
or
Andrew
Braves.
Heaney out
The
there
Red
every
Sox
fifth day.
won. Yeah. And then Boston pulled up a bit of an upset against Tampa, 3-1. Uh, and then moved on to ALCS. Houston beat Chicago, 3-1 because Chicago's stinky, and Houston has actually a good
Yeah.
offense and does not benefit from a poverty division. Uh, and then ALCS happened. The Astros ended up winning that and making the World Series. So on the National League side, the Dodgers beat the Cardinals. No surprise there. Um, the Dodgers almost lost to the Giants, but ended up pulling away 3-2. The Braves ended up beating the Milwaukee Brewers 3-1. The Braves ended up beating the Dodgers in the NLCS and then ended up winning the World Series, as you know.
They
So
didn't choke the 3-1 lead this year.
yeah, they almost. I thought they were gonna for a second, and they didn't. So yeah, you guys. I will be right back. I have to handle something. You guys can banter on about this real quick. If put in your input. I need to do something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We saw Jorge Soler win the World Series MVP. I think that was the right decision. He deserved it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Jorge went off.
Well, and like it was a championship series and Joe got the division series, so it kind of felt right that the three horsemen of the Amphipolis kind of.
Yeah, 100%. Jorge, former Cubs legend, who was traded away for Wade Davis. If you guys forgot about that, but yeah, I'm glad. Wade Davis was goated for the Cubs. And honestly, Soler didn't really have a fit for the Cubs, so the trade makes sense, yes, but I do miss Daddy Soler a little bit. But anyways.
Real talk though, like Wade Davis was a baller when he was good.
Wade Davis was insane.
Again,
That dude.
Wade Davis was Wade Davis was Davis. Wade Davis.
Wade Davis. Anyways, yeah. Jorge, I'm glad.
Wade Davis.
Do we stand Wade Davis? Yeah, we stand Wade Davis.
That we do.
Wade Davis from the pod.
Our podcast named Wade Davis stands.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the Soler thing. I'm happy the former Cubs got another ring under their belt. Jock Peterson being my favorite.
Ooh. On a side note, I just wanted to. So we already congratulated the Atlanta Braves, but Alex Anthopoulos, miss him, love him. The first Canadian GM to win a ring.
That's cool.
So a nice little moment for my countrymen.
That is cool. Too bad nobody cares about Canada. Anyway, so I'm kidding. I love you.
Just ruin it.
I'm ruining it.
Should we go game by game for the World Series? Just like say the final scores of each game.
Yeah.
I gotta Bobby try to recall them.
I'll pull it up here.
Yeah, I gotta pull it up.
There we go. Okay, World Series.
Would you like me to talk about it, or would you like to wait? Where am I going? Where is it? There it is. Would you like to do it, or would you like me to?
Can I choose?
Go ahead.
I'm lost.
I think you guys should do rock, paper, scissors and then like the winner picks.
How are we gonna do rock, paper, scissors over? Oh, yeah. Alright.
How are we doing this?
I don't know. Nick.
I say so, and I win. Boss, so.
Okay, I win. I go to the World Series.
Okay. I'm fine by
Game 1, Braves won 6-2. I believe this was the game. Yeah, Jorge Soler hit a leadoff homer, already starting his rampage in Game 1 on the first at bat. And Game 2, Astros fought back. They won 7-2. They made the Braves kind of look really, really bad. Game 3, the Braves won 2-0. This was d'Arnaud, I believe. This was when d'Arnaud hit a go-ahead homer.
Blue Jays legend Travis d'Arnaud.
Shut up.
Blue Jays legend Travis d'Arnaud. Game 4, the Braves won 3-2. This was a very, very good game for the Braves. I believe they were losing 2-0. They came back. Won, and this was when Soler hit the go-ahead homer, and yeah, that was something. That game was something. And then Game 5, the Astros hung on barely. After a grand slam by Duvall to start off the game for the Braves, they still ended up scoring 9 to win the game. And Game 6, the Astros just sucked.
Tough month for Houston, honestly, between the Astros and the Astro World.
Oh my gosh, Astro World! What the heck happened with that? Was freaking ridiculously insane.
That it was.
It was insane.
Story short, Astros suck.
Again, point is, November is not for Houston.
For real. Point is, the Braves are kind of goated, and the Astros choked really hard. Yeah. They probably should have won, but the Braves are the Braves, and they have Cardinals devil magic or something.
Yeah, I guess, because I don't know, they just didn't want to choke this year. Good
It's
on
sort of
them.
crazy how it's already November 14th.
Jeez, yeah, it just feels like yesterday, just or November.
Yeah,
That's
it's crazy that it's
insane.
November and we haven't done a podcast since October 3rd.
September?
October.
October 3rd.
That's a long time.
Yeah, a
Hey,
month.
well, my excuse is university applications, and
My
that's pretty
excuse
much it.
my excuse
It's
is
a
that
fair excuse.
school and I'm just lazy. And we
I
forgot.
know I'm
My
going to get
excuse
blamed for a different
is, I
excuse,
don't know.
but
But yeah.
Right. Anyways,
okay, we're not getting a joke. Okay.
No.
no, I didn't even understand.
Alright.
What
All
is-
right. Next on the script, it says only 17 teams are trying to win in 2022.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So I saw that on Twitter. It was I believe that they asked John Morosi,
Okay.
or it might have just been a John Morosi statement. I should have screenshotted it so we have it for now. But he said that only 17 teams, or based per Scott Boras, only 17 teams are trying to win in 2022 based on the interest he's garnered for his free agents and things like that.
Well, Scott Boras is a
And
whiny, greedy bitch. So
Yeah, Scott
was-
Boras needs to just close his mouth.
then they asked him how many of those teams were in the NL Central, and he just smirked.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean, that's sort of an icon Scott moment.
None.
Love
I like-
how if he's smirking because of the fact that none of those teams are trying to compete, he's extremely wrong.
Well,
Because
no, but like
Oh.
it's just funny because NL Central's bad, apart from Jonathan
Los
India.
Central's terrible.
Well,
And the
yeah.
iCubs. We stand the iCubs. They
And the
are
I
we
Cubs
do
are
stand
my
the
Cubs.
iCubs. We always
The
stand the
iCubs
iCubs.
are my Cubs.
Love me some iCubs, but yeah, I mean, it's like I feel like there's a fine line between competing. I mean, everyone's trying to win. Like, why would you?
Yeah, I
No one's
mean,
gonna lay down and
besides
lose.
tanking
he's
teams,
trying to win
That's
the
your-
World
besides-
Series.
Yeah.
so.
yeah, you play to win the World Series, and you add on to your team. It's not like
Now,
oh, we're gonna throw.
I wouldn't say 17 teams are trying to win the World Series. I think
Oh, I don't think so either.
I would say that there's
Like-
probably about 5.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
an example,
Maybe
the
7.
Cubs aren't gonna try and win the World Series. I mean, they're gonna try and win.
They're
the
gonna try and
World
win
Series,
more
even
than
though it won't
10
happen. They
games.
know it won't happen.
Hey, you
Yeah,
never
no,
know.
I would argue that the Cubs aren't even one of the teams that are trying to win. Like, obviously, you're trying to win, but I don't think they'll be big spenders in the offseason. I think they might try to
I
build a
think-
bit of a dark horse.
Yeah, they'll do a
internally.
little maybe a little underrated moves, but I don't know. I don't see
Well,
anything
yeah, we
big
got-
coming
wouldn't
from
be
Chicago.
surprised.
Next week, so we can get into a little more what Chicago's going to do then. But
Yeah, the Cubs are gonna be a really interesting team to watch
Yeah.
because
I think
trust
it
me,
all depends.
Especially if you're a Cubs
They
fan. I
do-
mean, that's like, you
oh
know.
hell yeah,
Pitching.
I mean, yeah, Cubs need pitching. It's that the offense statistically, the offense after they traded Rizzo, Bryant, and Baez was better than
Yeah, I know. Don't get me wrong.
pre-trade deadline.
They'll
Well, 'cause
score
Frank
enough
Schwindel
runs. I don't
is
think that's
God
the issue at all.
himself.
They're not
Or Schwindel, sorry.
They're gonna score runs. It's just their pitching was horrendous.
They might score, but they're gonna give
we're
up
trotting
20
out
more
Zach
runs.
Davies every 5 days.
Yeah.
Like-
Now, okay,
Fine.
so again, and not to get too much into free agency predictions this week, but a sneaky little pickup, I think that would be a really nice fit for them is Corey Dickerson.
Interesting.
Dick
I
himself?
saw that. I saw that they would be a solid fit for Dickerson.
I like Corey Dickerson. He played limited for the Blue Jays this year, but from what I saw from him, I mean, I think he'd be a great fit for the Cubs. Obviously,
Yeah.
a little bit of a closet
could-
Cubs fan every now and then, but he's
Yeah,
sort of
I can
got
go for that.
he's sort of got the Ian Happ swing from the left side of the plate, and we all know Ian Happ is better from the left hand side of the plate, and it just
Yeah.
By
he's sort of
far.
got a nice little Wrigley swing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
could I could go for a Corey Dickerson. Like,
I could get behind Dickerson.
I don't think he should be your everyday outfielder, but it's like a fourth outfielder. Heck yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Jason Hayward should also not be an everyday outfielder. So
Oh, I don't think so either. But I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is
I
like
don't think
Hayward's
Hayward
got to
should
go.
even be a
Sorry.
fourth outfielder. Yeah, I don't.
Hayward, I love Jason Hayward. I think he's a great person, and I think he's a very nice person. But his baseball no.
and
He's-
Please
but like the
stop.
thing is, where's he gonna go?
Home
I don't know. Ride
Don't
the
get me wrong.
bench.
No
That's all
one's
you
gonna
can
want
do.
to.
Ride the bench.
I was
or
gonna say no
home.
one's gonna want to take on that
Go home.
contract.
Just go home.
You can't pay it out.
Oh
You're not sending
No,
him to the I Cubs because you wouldn't coach
No.
the I Cubs.
I mean, I guess you haven't ride the bench. That's my only option. Like,
Well,
if you're
and
Jason Hayward is somebody who like Hayward is a leader. Like, honestly, he's a very good leader. His baseball skills are absolutely terrible. Besides his glove, Jason Hayward is a great glove. Hitting, no, please. And if
Some would say
he's
his
a
glove is even a
guy
golden
who
glove.
starts if he's a guy who starts, I don't know, once a week or something, just to give him a start, I'm fine. Get him 7th. But he shouldn't. If
No,
he plays
bat him
every
lead
day,
off
no.
every game. Bat him lead off
I
every
would
game.
not be surprised if there's a DH in the National League. I think that's what we're all prepared to see. You could maybe
Yeah.
see if they sign Corey Dickerson, let's say, see Corey Dickerson in the DH role and Jason Hayward
Yeah.
hitting 9th and fielding right field
Okay.
every day.
That could be
Okay.
something.
Yeah, that's something I really could get on board with. Honestly, I think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna get him, but I think they're gonna make a solid run at Castellanos. Do I think they're gonna get him? Probably not.
I doubt that happens.
Probably not. I hope they get him. I think they're gonna be a finalist for him, but at the end of the day, I think he wants to win.
Well, right, yeah.
And
I mean,
the Cubs are still a
I
year or
also
two
think
away.
if
that
you want to
the
win, you're not going to go to
Castellanos-
the Cubs.
I don't want to give away free agent predictions, so I'm not going to say anything.
Fair enough.
All right, let's.
I
Let's.
had an idea, but I don't. I'll save it for next week.
We'll do free agent.
Everybody
predictions
goes to the
next time.
Yankees. That is not even free agent
sure.
Oh my
predictions.
God.
That is
You know, you one of
100%
those-
truth.
I mean,
No, I'm not
you're
one of
one of those
I'm
people
not
who
one
are
of those
like,
For
people.
Matt
realistically-
Olson, woo! Trade for Matt Olson and sign
realistically,
Correa.
And
we're
Seager.
teaming up
Screw
on
it.
him if he
And
predicts everyone
Seager,
goes
just
to the
have
Yankees,
him play
right?
left field.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
this-
realistically, we're just gonna bully him if he keeps saying everyone to the Yankees.
Well, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's Yankees fans. No disrespect to Yankees fans, but
No,
But if you're that kind
no,
of Yankees fan, you deserve
plenty
Okay,
all of
respect.
the
let me
disrespect.
rephrase that. No disrespect to certain Yankees fans.
Like me.
Because there are
Disrespect
Yankees
where-
fans out there who are they're Yankees fans and they have realism and they have logic, but a good percentage of the Yankees fans are thinking they're gonna sign Correa, they're gonna sign
Right. And it's just not
they're
going to
gonna
happen.
sign. Well, so, like, hey, if they sign, I'm not saying they won't sign Correa. They're not gonna sign Correa and trade for Matt Olson
And get
and
Seager.
Sign Robbie
and the-
Ray
and the Matt Ol-
sign- yeah.
and the Matt Olson trade is not gonna be. The Matt Olson trade, I hate to break it to you guys, but it's not going to be Clint Frazier, Miguel Andujar, and Clark Schmidt.
Oh
No,
yeah,
it is.
no, you're not
Sorry,
going
it
to
is.
Luke Voigt for Olsen 1-for-1. That's not something that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand the logic behind these guys, but whatever.
There is no
Anyways,
logic.
staying on track,
No.
you've got some picks of people to be traded in the offseason.
Yeah, I do. Okay.
Bird, were you
yeah, I found an
excited, Bird?
article. I did find an article. Yeah, I was not prepared. What did you guys say? The word of the day was not
Preparation was not the
preparation
word
or
of the
whatever.
day today.
Preparation, not the word of the day.
It never
So,
is
The word of the
anymore.
day
It was
today
once.
was,
Word of the day
Depression.
what
today
is the
was
word of the day today?
join the call and start recording.
I think it was depression. Is
Yeah,
the word of the day
Depression.
today.
Yeah, that's
Depression.
my favorite word.
Depression was definitely the word of the day.
Yeah.
I found an article. Good old CBS Sports. It's
CBS
top
Sports.
20 MLB trade candidates for the 2021 to 2022
I want to hear about
offseason.
this.
So I think we could go through and like quickly give our
Just
opinions on.
Yeah,
just
just
give a
who
quick
is the-
destination.
like
All
rapid
right,
fire.
so number one, I'm gonna give you their stats after. So, Ketel Marte is number one. His batting average was 318. He hit four. I'm just giving the stats of what they have on here. OPS is not on here. I don't know why, but 318
Because they're
batting
dumb.
average. He had
It's
14
CBS
homers,
Sports.
and he had 50 RBIs. He is under contract for through 2024.
I hate to be the
So-
boring pick, guys. I'm gonna go first and get it out of the way here. I don't think he's going anywhere this offseason.
I
mean,
agree with you.
I agree too.
So yeah, the D-backs have to have someone. They have to have someone who gets people to buy tickets. You can't be like the Orioles.
Yeah, sorry. Cole Calhoun's not putting butts in
Yeah.
seats.
Yes, he is. He totally is.
Sorry.
It's 2015.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I think he's staying put. Next, this is an interesting topic. Tyler Glasnow.
Really?
This is a really interesting pick. He was very
Sorry, you
good.
said Tyler
Or-
Glasnow. You cut out on me.
Yeah, he's a
Tyler
Glasnow.
Glasnow.
Tyler
Tyler
Glasnow.
Glasnow. He was very good for the first part of the year, but he had Tommy John for the whole sticky stuff fiasco, and he's going to miss 2022, and he is most likely going to return in 2023. So it's interesting. I don't think he gets traded. I think he stays
I'm
in
gonna
Tampa.
go ahead and agree with you and say Tyler Glasnow, son of Vladimir Guerrero Jr., will be staying put.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, who knows? I don't put anything past Tampa.
I just
get
the
crazy.
thing is though, if you don't I don't think there will be a suitor for him. You don't trade
No, I
somebody
agree
who's
with that.
not gonna play until they're a free agent. Like what?
Yeah.
You're gonna trade them so the other team you're gonna trade for him so you can give him a qualifying offer and maybe get a draft pick.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
see
it's-
it happening.
I mean, I agree, but I'm not gonna put anything past Tampa Bay. They'll get crazy. Now here's
I don't think it's Tampa Bay that responds to trading him.
yeah, I don't know. But anyways, number 3. This is interesting. Wilson Contreras. He had an iffy year. Wilson Contreras. I mean, he's not gonna be this top 3 catcher. Willie is
No.
solid, but here's his stats. He hit 237 this year. He hit 21 homers. He's got a ridiculously good arm behind the plate. That's a specialty, is his arm.
Yeah,
But
and
people
he
saying
can
they're
hit
gonna trade him.
lefties.
and he kills lefties. And a lot of people are saying they're going to trade him. And I don't think they're going to trade him. I think he stays put.
I hate to be boring again, but I see him as a part of the Cubs retool future.
Yes.
The there's 2 guys I think that they're trying to develop and build around, and I think Wilson Contreras is one of them. I think Nico Horner is another one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, horn
I
dog.
think that we love Nico Horner on the pod, by the way.
That we do.
I think that Ian Happ is sort of the third guy that they want to keep around and improve. I think he does definitely have a ceiling that he hasn't reached yet. That he's shown a lot of potential. He just hasn't really had it all put together simultaneously in the big leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Willie is I love Willie, and I think there's a lot of people, especially rival teams, who can't stand Wilson Contreras because he's
Like
kind of
Mia
a tool. He's
Khalifa.
kind of a tool. He's kind of a tool.
He
Yeah,
is.
Mia Khalifa. Yeah, she's not a fan of Wilson Contreras. Yeah, if you guys remember that was
That
something.
was hilarious.
I'm like, what? The little 7th grade me don't know who Mia Khalifa is. I'm like, who's this? Or whenever that came out. But
Google's
anyways,
it.
Willie is since Rizzo's gone now. Rizzo was the leader. Rizzo was the face of the franchise. Contreras is the face of the franchise now.
Frank Schwindel
He's
will
your
be soon,
guy.
hopefully.
Frank Schwindel, if they do trade Wilson, Frank's your guy.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, but Wilson is a great leader.
Nicky
He gets people fired
the
up.
guy, honestly, Nicky 2 strikes all the way.
Oh, we love Nicky 2 strikes. We stand Nicky 2. We stand the whole Cubs team. We really
Yeah.
do.
We're a fan of the
They're a
high
fun
Cubs here.
team.
I
They're a
hate
fun team.
them, the entire team, but it's hard not to. I just wish that Chrissy Blue Eyes was back.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bird.
Anyways, Wilson, Wilson not going anywhere. He's too
No.
much of a leader, in my opinion. Now this is an interesting topic. We have the Oakland Mats. We have Matt Olson and Matt Chapman. Matt Olson killed it. He hit 271 with 39 homers and 111 RBIs. Matt Olson is very, very, very good at baseball.
Matt Olson can hit baseballs.
Yes. Matt Chapman, though, he had a down year. He still hit 27 homers. I did not know he hit 27 homers.
I'm raring to go. I'm excited to talk about this one.
Matt Chapman will Matt Chapman and be bad in quotes and then still be decent.
Yeah. And now the A's don't have a manager. The A's are kind of stuck. They barely missed out on the playoffs. Their team was okay, but yeah, they're kind of screwed.
David Forrest will do something. Don't get me wrong. The Oakland Athletics organization is kind of a pile of crap, but David Forrest is sort of Billy Bean's protege. He's not gonna do nothing and just sort of let them be crap.
No, I don't think
now moving
on.
on.
They have a Moneyball thing and they can't pay all these people.
Yeah. I'm not even too sure about that because we've all heard what Josh Donaldson had to say about it's not that they don't have the money, it's that they choose not to spend it.
I forgot about that.
I love JD, man. Sorry, off topic. To give two destinations, I think both Mats will be gone, which sort of saddens me because I have a Chapman Kelly Green jersey and I love it. But I see Olson ending up with either the Red Sox or the Yankees. A lot of it depends on Kyle Schwarber, I think.
Yes.
And I also think a lot of it depends on Anthony Rizzo.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
I see Matt Chapman also ending up in the AL East. I think that he becomes Josh Donaldson 2.0. I think he ends up with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, I don't know. That is very
I think
interesting.
he's a cheaper option than Jose Ramirez.
Well, yeah.
And I think he's just sort of the perfect fit there. You don't sign Marcus Semien. I think Marcus Semien's gone.
Sadly.
So I think, Biggio and Espinal are sort of your platoon at second, and Matt Chapman takes over third base. And the package probably looks something like a Lourdes Gurriel Jr. maybe to replace Mark Canha, or just some sort of prospect package. I don't think that Matt Chapman would be a super big price.
Yeah.
But I definitely think there's a fit there, and I'm very excited about that if something like that were to happen.
That would be that'd be good for the Blue Jays for sure. That is an interesting take, and I don't think it's a bad one.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about the Jays, honestly. I never thought of that, but man, I don't know. I don't count the Jays out anymore. They're crazy. There's a lot of crazy baseball teams. That'll surprise you.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of baseball. Anyone can win.
For real. Yeah. Olson, I agree with the Yankees. I think that is possible. But it's possible for Olson to become a Yankee, even though, honestly, Olson's tough.
Yeah.
Olson is tough. Matt Chapman, I've seen a lot of things that are saying the Mets would make sense, but the Mets already have their hands full with other stuff.
Huge free agent predictions, but I just can't do it.
No.
Like I sort of disprove that by saying I think they'll do this, and that's why I don't think they'll be an on Chapman. But it's.
Well, I think now you said that we can kind of imply.
Well, yeah. What are you implying, Bobby?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, you better.
I plead the fifth, even though that's not a thing in Canada.
This is my favorite time of the year. Don't ruin free agency for me.
I want to.
All right. Now here's two twins. There are now two twins that are on the list. Josh Donaldson. He actually had an all right year. He hit 247 at 26 homers. Not like something that'll set the world on fire, but it was a productive year. I think that's a good word for it. Byron Buxton. He was hurt most of the year, but when he was healthy, he was very good. He was a very, very good baseball player.
Byron fucks a ton.
And if he has
No.
a fully healthy
Hold
year,
on, no,
that
we
dude's an
need to
MVP
shame him
candidate.
for that joke. Please shame him for that joke.
I didn't even hear what he said. I heard Byron fucks. But anyways, yeah, Byron. Honestly, I don't think either of them get traded. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't. Especially Donaldson. I don't think Donaldson gets
Yeah, I don't
traded.
see
Buxton is
Donaldson going
possible. Buxton is possible, but I
I
don't really
feel
see
like
it.
Donaldson's more likely than Buxton.
I'm
think
going to keep it
Donaldson's more
short
likely.
and sweet. I'm not going to explain my answers. But Josh Donaldson will be a Minnesota Twin in 2022. And Byron Buxton will be a New York Met.
Oh my God, free agent prediction.
But yeah, I don't think either of them are going anywhere now. Here's another one. Kevin Kiermaier of the Rays. He hit 259. He only had 4 homers, but he is not used on the offensive side of the ball. He has a big contract that is kind of an issue.
One might say a giant contract. Foreshadowing.
Oh boy.
Okay.
He'll make $12 million in 2022 with a $13 million club option for 2023. And considering they are the Tampa Bay Rays, paying people is hard for them.
They're poor.
And they are poor. And let's also not forget they have Brett Phillips, and they're bringing up Vidal Brujan can play outfield. And they'll figure something out, but I think Kiermaier is a necessary move for Tampa.
I think he ends up in San Francisco with his buddy.
Yeah, that would make sense. I saw one thing that the Cubs are a possibility, even though I'm not too big of a fan of it.
Don't think it'll happen.
No, I don't think it'll happen. I don't want it to happen. I'm just saying I saw something that it would be Kiermaier and they'd send over a prospect, and then we'd send them I don't know, somebody, a human.
I think the big thing there is that they
Kiermaier's it'll happen,
one.
I think he's definitely going to get traded, but I don't think we have. It's hard to pick exact. It's hard to pick exact destinations for these players.
Yeah.
As early as it is, because free agents exist.
That's what I mean. I'm just gonna go out with it. The place that I think is the best fit for mostly the player.
Yeah.
Because usually the player goes where they best would rather be.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right there.
Obviously, there's a few teams that can clear for a center fielder. I think that, like I said Byron Buxton with the Mets. It's sort of something that would fit and something possible. So obviously, these predictions are not something that we can point to and say will probably happen.
Well, yeah.
So just my little disclaimer.
All right, let's start getting through this a little more. Jose Ramirez on the Guardians. No, he's not going anywhere. Honestly, I don't think Jose is. I mean, he kills it. He's very, very good, but
I don't think they let him. I don't think he's go.
No, they already traded Lindor. Yeah, they already traded Lindor, and I think if they did trade Ramirez, it would be a big, big price.
That's what I mean. I just don't think anyone will be willing to give up what they want for him. I believe I saw on Twitter today that the minimum asking price right now is like they want 2 outfielders plus, and I believe that's 2 major league ready outfielders plus, and I assume the plus would be prospects.
Now this next one, Josh Hader, very interesting topic. Arguably the best reliever in baseball. In my opinion, he kind of is the best reliever in baseball. But Josh Hader, the Brewers aren't known for paying people. They will pay people. They paid Yelich. They gave him a huge extension a few years ago, and as of now, it's not panning out.
No,
but
it's also
Hader kills it. You could get a crap ton for Josh Hader. You really could.
Yeah.
I think if I had to a team, think the San Diego Padres trying to get that done.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Padres. Honestly, I could see the Padres going crazy. I mean,
After,
they weren't afraid to go crazy last year.
but that
Why
didn't
not
really
do it
get them.
again?
Yeah.
They've gotten him
Uh,
nowhere, but it
Yeah.
Because they had the biggest they ever.
they
Imagine
have Bob
that
Melvin
though.
now.
You see Clevenger go 8 to relieve to Josh Hader, who's like a lefty version of him.
Yeah, I
The
could see
hair,
that
too.
dynamic working.
That's what I mean. The
But
hair, the tattoos, the slider.
now the next two are Padres, ironically. Will Myers and Eric Hosmer. Both put up meh years. They both have big contracts, especially Hosmer. He definitely has a huge contract. Oh, actually, they're both getting paid $20 million in 2022. Myers has $1 million buyout of $20 million or $20 million club option in 2024. Yeah, they're both very expensive people.
Yeah.
And I saw a thing that the Cubs tried to get Hosmer along with the prospect in the trade deadline. And I'm so happy that didn't happen because I would have been really sad.
But yeah.
I think Hosmer stays where he is.
I agree. I think they both stay where they are.
But I could see Will Myers being a turn for Jim Shader, maybe.
What'd you say?
I said I could see Will Myers maybe being a turn for Jim Shader.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Honestly, Meyer. I mean, if they traded Hader, I feel like it's more of a money issue, and that's putting more money on yourself if you get Myers for Hader.
Yeah.
See, I see it more as a surplus. Like they have a really good bullpen.
Yeah, but I think the Padres have the prospects to get him.
Yeah, the farm system's so diminished now that it's like C.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
You can't forget about CJ. Now, all right, next.
We traded it all away for Yu Darvish and Blake Snell.
Yeah. All right, I think we should just start hurrying up here.
Yeah, start
13,
to wrap it up because we do have one more thing.
13, we have Paul DeYoung. No, because no one wants him. I don't understand. Nope. Trade DeYoung. Why? Who wants Paul DeYoung? I'm sorry. No. I don't want Mr. I hit 197. And
I feel good.
Sorry, not gonna happen. Craig Kimbrell, that's an interesting one. I saw someone they were gonna pick up the option and then trade him. They picked up the option.
They could trade him.
Trading him. Now they can trade him. Which that is so great. That is so great that failed. Oh my gosh, I love how that experiment with Kimbrell failed.
And we just Philadelphia Philly Craig Kimbrell.
Ooh, that would make sense. If I'm the Phillies, I'm going for it.
Yeah, because
Here it says possible trade suitors. Possible trade suitors: Jays, Phillies, Padres.
I could see.
I don't see the Jays doing it.
I don't see the Jays either, but the Phillies, yeah. I don't think the Phillies would be scared. Their bullpen every year. Their bullpen's the issue.
Yeah, no matter what they do.
They're a little lefty heavy there. So.
Yeah, and it would make sense. Carson Kelly, why is he on here? We're just gonna skip him. I don't know why he's on there. Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray would make somewhat sense, but I think Luis Castillo is more likely to get traded from the Reds.
I could see Sonny Gray going to the Angels, and I could see Luis Castillo going to the Blue Jays, if anybody.
Yeah, Sonny Gray, the Angels would make sense. I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that the Blue Jays would be interested in Sonny Gray, but he struggled so much in the AL East before that I don't see it like.
That's fair. All right, Sonny Gray, Brian Reynolds. No, he's not going anywhere. If you guys have not heard, Brian Reynolds the asking price for Brian Reynolds is
large,
insane. It's very big.
Yeah.
The only place I could see him going if the price point was lowered would be the Chicago White Sox.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I mean, you have Lou Bob in center, so he would probably play corner outfield then.
I could just see Reynolds moving around. He could fill the hole at second base. just sort of filling in where need be. Sort of be like if they don't sign Chris Taylor or something.
Ryan Reynolds is an outfielder. He's not utility.
Can he? I'm pretty sure he can play second base. Can he not?
I don't think
Or am I
so.
thinking Adam Frazier maybe?
You're thinking Adam
Yeah,
Frazier.
you're thinking of Frazier. Yeah, you're thinking of Adam
You
Frazier.
dumb
That's
dumb.
the other pirate. That's the other pirate.
Former Pirate.
Former pirate. But yeah, you were thinking of the wrong pirate. But yeah, Reynolds, I mean, the White Sox one makes sort of sense, but he would probably play left field.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I sort of take that back a little bit now.
Yeah, that was I was
Nick
gonna
Dumb,
say.
Nick Dumb.
But, hey,
I mean,
you watch
the
it.
Yankees, I guess. The Giants would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The A's.
A's, yeah, it depends. I think they're more headed into the rebuilding direction than
Possibly. I mean, the thing is I feel like they're going to try to replace Mark Canha.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Ken ain't coming back.
No, yeah, Canada's
No,
gone.
he's not staying. So I feel like they try to replace him, whether that's via trade or they recreate his on base percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I see that.
And, honestly, the last three are kind of lame. I'm gonna lie. It's Garrett Cooper, Cole Sulser, and Tanner Scott. I mean, I don't know if you have any comments on
I have no comments on
Garrett Cooper, Cole Sulser, and Tanner Scott.
Garrett Cooper's
Tanner
like
Scott
the
is
only
a 5
slightly
ERA.
interesting one. Not even
Yeah, no, I
interesting.
just
Interesting
don't
is
care.
like,
My
yeah,
goodness,
I don't know what you're
CBS.
talking about that.
All right, that was a nice little talk
Yeah.
about trades.
Yeah.
Little
Take over.
Go
I'm
for it.
today. I'm just going to give you the quick little predictions.
All right.
And I guess you guys can confirm or deny them. Your AL MVP is Shohei Ohtani. I think we can all agree on that one.
Yeah, we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, your AL,
Is he more deserving than
Cy
Vlad? I
Young.
don't know, but
Shh. Your AL Cy Young will be Robbie Ray.
With you on that.
yeah, I can agree.
Your AL Manager of the Year will be Mr. Scott Service.
Correct on that.
And your AL Rookie of the Year will be Randall Arozarena.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
I think the AL Rookie of the Year is probably it's Cy Young. Well, MVP and Manager of the Year are for the AL. Is definitely they're locks. It's gonna be Sneaky Scott and Japanese man can throw a ball and hit ball.
yeah.
But then honestly, you could argue a lot of things for Rookie of the Year. All three, you could argue all three because Wander was the best player, but he did not play in a lot of games.
And what do the voters vote for?
Who played for the most games?
There you go.
Which is Randy Rosarena. Now, Luis Garcia, you could argue Luis Garcia too. Honestly, he was a very important part in Castro's rotation, and I wouldn't be surprised if he came away with it. But I think it will be Randy Abductorena.
Yeah.
So we like my American League predictions.
Do like it?
I do.
Yeah, we do like it.
Moving on to National League, your NL MVP, Bryce Harper. Even though I think it should be Juan Soto.
Yes,
Yeah,
I think it should be Soto.
I agree.
It
Soto
should
was the
be
best
Soto.
player.
Should be Soto, but I think Harper will win it.
Harper was the most Harper was on the more winninger team. I think that catches more people's eyes. It's hard to win an MVP on a bad team. If anyone's gonna do it, it's Juan Soto or Mike Trout.
Again, though, I think Soto deserves it, but Harper will win it.
Yes, that does make more sense.
Similarly with the NL Cy Young, I think Wheeler deserves it, but I think Burns will get it.
I think Burns should get it.
Why I said I think Wheeler should get it is because just in general, like he faced the most batters in the league this year. He got the most outs. So I mean, what's a successful pitcher? It gets the most outs. That's sort of where
I
I lean on that. But
No, you have a good point. I agree with you 100% on that. And honestly, if it's those Burns and Wheeler, you can provide really good arguments for that. I just think I think Burns was gross. I'm not gonna lie. Burns
Yeah.
was
well,
the
he was filthy.
best. I think he was the better pitcher in general. Yeah, but I mean, if you gave Burns more innings to do so, he probably would have done the same thing. Uh, Wheeler, I mean, yeah, he got more outs. And what's your job as a pitcher? Get outs.
Yeah.
Get up.
So you have a point. But I
Cute
think
money
Burns
ball
won.
clip. He gets on base.
He gets on base.
He do get on base.
Manager of the year, I think we can all agree it's
It's
big boy Gabe.
Daddy Gabe.
Gaby Caps.
Third.
And then of course, NL Rookie of the
Rookie
Year.
of the Year, certified hot
Your
boy.
certified hot boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a few
Again,
matchups ago, y'all know how I did the meme team, right? In the MLB,
Yeah.
MLB the Show League. Yeah, I hit a grand slam with Jonathan India a few weeks ago.
He's so good. He's so beautiful and so good.
Playing shortstop for me, and his fielding's like 42. So that's the only
Which
issue I
doesn't
have
it-
there.
He's a good fielder, man. He's a good fielder.
Yeah, they rob a lot of people sometimes in that game, but it's off topic. Jonathan India, certified hot boy, rookie of the year.
Yeah. No.
Kevin Biggio robbed by him over the show.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyways, those are your award predictions. Your formal award predictions from us. Next week we will be back with free agency predictions. It'll be a long one. We got 40 free agents.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
a
We
lot.
got a little preview for that. And yeah, no, I know this one was a good little piece, but we hope to make this more consistent. We've got some big plans for the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
This will hopefully we're gonna bring this back. No more month-long hiatus, unless it's like the dead of December and nothing's happening and there's nothing
And
interesting to
there's
talk
no
about.
CBA and
Right. If there's nothing interesting to talk about, then like we're not gonna talk about it. If
yeah.
anything, it'll be short just to give you guys something, but I don't know.
But we will definitely kick up towards the end of the off season with team previews. We're going to be previewing every single team before the season starts. So that's something to look forward to. Whether that's on time or not, I guess we will see.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, here, y'all know, this just happened. Y'all know the Louis Head, or Louis Head, or whatever his name is? Yeah, you know that he kept getting called up and down, up and down?
Mhm.
Yeah, he just got traded to the Marlins.
Who did, sir?
Louis Head, or
Huh.
Louis Head, whatever, the guy who kept going up and down from AAA to the majors, from the Rays. He just got traded to the Marlins. Yeah, he just got traded to the Marlins.
For who?
A player to be named later or cash.
Huh. Interesting.
So I just thought I should point that out. It's kind of interesting.
That is something
It's
cool.
a nice little breaking news. Yeah,
Breaking
Louis.
news.
It's a nice little breaking news for the pod. What was the last time we broke news? It was a trade on deadline night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
We're
Tyler
going
Anderson.
up to deadline night.
I
we
remember
broke a
it.
trade one night. It was great.
It was
Tyler
Tyler
Anderson.
Anderson.
That's
It was
right.
Tyler
Anderson of the
Anderson.
Mariners.
Oh, that's yeah, no, yeah, because it was like
I
late
remember
at
that.
night,
Yeah.
and then yeah,
I remember sitting on Twitter that entire pod waiting for news to happen.
it was something
That was
big, and it
great.
was Tyler Anderson.
Anyway, there's another thing. I hadn't run this by you guys, but I figure what better time than the present. If a giant free agent signs at some point this year and we should hop on like a Discord live, do a little live pod.
Yeah, like
What?
we
I'd
could
be good for
we
that.
could set that up.
Yeah, just
Sure, we could figure something out.
talk some current stuff, break some news, give some stuff like that. We definitely have big plans though, and
Yeah. Because we want this to get relevant again and not be like,
we do. Especially with the
Yeah.
server sort of dying, we want it to be sort of what gives it life again.
yeah, because we all love
Yeah.
baseball here, and when
Yeah.
there's no baseball,
Who
it's not
doesn't?
fun.
Exactly.
Right? I think that we
It's
covered
what
everything.
causes my seasonal depression.
Word of the day.
It
The
always
Great
comes back
Depression.
to it. Sorry, I'm down horrendous.
It's
We'll
okay,
take
Tyler.
it. We take those here.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
fine. I'm fine. All right. Anyway, thank
This has
you.
rambled on, but
Yeah.
good night, everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys all
Good
for
night.
listening. Adios. Good night.